I'm very much libertarian when it comes to things that people want to do in their private life, as long as it's not hurting anybody else. So I'm going to say this right now: all drugs should be decriminalized, or I mean legalized, that is, because I'm sure you don't want people like making crack in their house where it could blow up and affect other people and dump chemicals in the water and things like that. It has to be controlled because it is a drug. They are drugs that can be made in different with different chemicals that can be dangerous. So it can hurt people. But what I'm saying is they, for the most part, most drugs or all drugs should be legalized, and then there should be some that are not only legalized but are also decriminalized, and these would be drugs that just grow naturally. Like, why should you have to go buy a marijuana plant from someone when you can just grow it yourself? So those should be both legal and decriminalized. Now, what would this mean? It would mean a whole lot of people would be leaving prisons and long sentences, and it would also mean quite possibly reduction in your taxes that you pay. It would also mean that a lot of, or actually all of, a lot of money, like we're talking billions, okay, billions of dollars being funneled into gangs, into groups of murdering people. We're talking like huge, like states of people that go around and just kill everyone, because they want you to be a part of their system, their criminal system. And I'm totally against, like religious groups and cults and things. And these religious groups and cults use this money, to make bombs and kill everyone. And they just have way too much power and money. And by legalizing all drugs, you would all of a sudden take all this money away from these people. Now, would the industrial war machine like this? Of course not. The industrial war machine wants drugs to be a criminal act because they need wars to continue. And as long as these groups of people creating these cults in these states have all this money, the wars will continue, the bombings will continue, the attacks will continue. It's very important that all drugs are legalized. I don't know how much I can say this, and I don't know what I could do to convince you. I'm sure a lot of people are already convinced, but there are those who aren't. And the political system uses those people and those emotions and all that propaganda and all that bullshit to keep the same old political bullshit, lying propaganda machine, war machine going. Now, I'm not saying by legalizing all drugs that you're going to stop all the cults and things and bombings and everything and wars. I'm just saying that's a huge part of it. Oil is another part of it, but that's another subject. So tell me what you think, and we can fight it out. Take care.